Hi everyone, welcome back. In last video, I have already shown you how to make the invert syrup, and today we are going to make the Cantonese mooncake finally. And there's still something that you need to keep in mind with that, and I will tell you about that while I'm showing you how to make it. So let's get started. First of all, in a mixing bowl, I already put in 25 grams of the peanut oil. So it's quite important that you use the peanut oil because it will give a really nutty flavor and also give a really beautiful color. However, if you are allergic to nuts, you probably can substitute it with some vegetable oil or some corn oil as well. But maybe the result will not as good as you expected, but still it's edible for you. And most likely when you buy the Cantonese mooncake from the grocery store, it's all peanut oil, so you cannot eat it. And also, we also put 75 grams of the invert syrup we made last time. And if it's really hard to move around, just add in a little bit of water to sort of dissolve it, just a little bit. Do not add too much, otherwise your dough will be too soft to handle. And also, there is a really important ingredient in the mooncake dough, which is alkaline water. So it's a bit tricky to find the alkaline water, especially in Australia, and it's actually tricky even you are in China. So most people, if they want to make homemade mooncake, they make their own alkaline water. So basically, you just dissolve in some sodium carbonate into the water, and the ratio is 10 grams of the sodium carbonate, 30 grams of the water. So if you only have the baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, you can always put them in the oven on 180 degrees Celsius, and by heating the sodium bicarbonate, it will become sodium carbonate by the chemical reaction, and the turning temperature is actually 90 degrees Celsius. So as long as the temperature is above 90, the reaction will be moving forward. And always remember that heat it in an open tray or open container, because the carbon dioxide will escape and the reaction will move forward. And we only need 2 grams of the alkaline water. I have already put them in. So give them a good mix. And yeah, pretty much this is the liquid what we need to use. Okay. And now we're just going to sift the 100 grams of all-purpose flour into our liquid. So the sifting process can help us to get rid of all the clump and undesirable texture into the dough. And yeah, and just mix them. It's fairly simple. And if you have milk powder at home, you can always substitute 5 grams of the all-purpose flour with the milk powder, because the milk powder can provide you a bit more protein. So the Maillard reaction will, there are more Maillard reaction and the color will be more beautiful, of course. And because I don't have milk powder at home, so I didn't use it. So now it has already formed to a smooth dough like this, and you don't need to knead it or what. You just mix everything together and to form a dough. So what you need to do now is just wrap it in a cling wrap and let the whole thing chill for 2 to 3 hours, no more than 4 hours. At room temperature is really important. Do not put it in the fridge. So just let it sit here, and I will see you in 3 hours. Okay, bye. Hi, the dough has already been rested for around 3 hours, so it's ready for next step, which is making the mooncake. First of all, you need to roll the paste into a big ball like this, and the ratio of the filling and the skin is is 4 to 1. So if we are going to make a 50 gram of the mooncake, the filling must be 40 gram, and of course the skin will be 10 gram. So as you can see, 4 to 1 is actually quite a big ratio. So it's a bit challenging for you to wrap the skin on the bowl. So if you feel really hard to make it, maybe you can adjust the adjust the ratio a little bit to 3.5. 35 gram to 15 gram. Yeah, something like that. But just remember that the thicker your skin is, it's hard to maintain the shape once you put them in the oven. So 2:8 will be a perfect ratio. Yeah, but and also remember that there is no broken spot on your skin, because the filling will just leak out. And in terms of the filling, you can also choose the wrapping paste. Here I just use some lotus seed paste. And also, cause in China, the autumn, the chestnut paste is also really beautiful with the mooncake. Or you can also make your own paste at home as well. So now I have already weighed out. This is 10 gram of the skin. So put them on the board and flour the board, of course. And use a rolling pin to help you to make sure that it is thin enough. It doesn't need to be a uniform circle, you know. Just make sure that it's uniformly thin. And instead of, I think about this is good. And then you put your paste on the center of your skin. Gently form it, and seal it. Make sure that there is no leaking, no paste is leaking out. So, and what you need to do is just be really careful. Just sort of roll it in your hand. Make sure the skin is uniformly go around. And that's it. So flour it a little bit, so it won't stick on your model. And this is a 50 gram of mooncake model. So you just gently press it. So the first one done. It's look really beautiful. As you can see, there is no leaking, and the color is uniform. So basically, you just do the same thing to the rest. So now, as you can see, that I have already made 12 lovely 50 gram mooncakes. So what I need to do is preheat the oven on 210 degrees Celsius, because in the first 5 minutes I need to make sure the temperature is high enough to let my mooncake stay at this shape. And what you also need to do is get one of this, or you can just use anything you like. Okay, just make sure that you got a little bit of the water on your mooncake. Okay, and then I will put them in the oven for 5 minutes, and I will take it out, do the egg wash. So now it has been 5 minutes in the oven. I have already taken them out, and as you can see, the shape already formed. And what we need to do is get an egg and beat it. So we just do a little gentle egg wash, just at the surface. And always remember that you only egg wash the surface. You do not need to egg wash the side. So now you have to turn down your oven to 175 degrees Celsius, because we are going to give them around 20 minutes to 25 minutes more time in the oven. So I will see you later. So the mooncake has already been in the oven for around 20 minutes at 175 degrees Celsius. Thanks to the egg wash, the caramelization is really beautiful. And what I'm going to do next is just let the mooncake chill at room temperature for around 5 days. 2 to 3 days. So the process of cooling it can make sure the oil in the paste will come out and to form a really beautiful and shiny surface at the skin. However, probably after 2 to 3 days there is no shiny surface. It's probably because of the alkaline water you put in is a bit too little, so the pH is not at the ideal condition. I mean, it's all about science that whether you can have a beautiful appearance or not. But nevertheless, it still tastes really good. So just go ahead and eat it. And by the time you chill it for 5 days, it will become the skin will become softer, and it tastes just like the grocery stores one. And you know what in it, and just enjoy yourself with a cup of tea. So that's it. If you like my mooncake series, please do subscribe, and looking forward to any new series coming up. And the next series I'm going to show you some of my student lifestyle recipes, and it's quick and it's delicious. Please stay tuned on for any new update.